welcome to Epic Evaluators, where I am joined here tonight by Demonis, and we will do a critique review of the original Avatar movie. That's right, the amazing original Avatar movie. Demonis, introduce yourself.
But Dana, do you know the way of water?
I do as well. That's going to be another episode, or maybe we'll talk about both. Why not? We're going to see the movie tomorrow, so
I imagine Mr. Jimmy Cameron, probably saw The Mandalorian a few years ago, and he said, the way of water. That would be number two. After
well,
waiting 10, 15 years, it's like,
Water World wasn't much better than Way of the Water, but yeah, whatever.
All right, but we're talking about the original Avatar, the one, the only, the original 3D masterpiece.
That's right, and that is the most positive thing I can say about that. It went down after that when you realized it's just like Dances with Wolves in space and throw in a little ecological stuff. I mean, we all want to protect, you know, nature, but I think it was a little overkill.
Well, I think main thing for me, I'm a big 3D fan. I think you're kind of a 3D fan as well, or at least you were. It started the craze. Without that, it's funny. I was reading something online in a 3D enthusiast group the other day, and someone was talking about the high points in the history of 3D, and they had all these bullet points, all these different years going back to the 50s or whatever. And the latest one was 2003 or something like that. And I'm like, what about 2009, was it? Whenever the day that this came out.
2009, that's right.
2009. I mean, like,
Day that will live in 3D infamy.
but without that, we would not have the modern 3D technology. Neither would we have blockbuster films, which are still today released in 3D. So I think we have to give it to Mr. Cameron, even though he did have that infamous statement way back where he said that anyone who doesn't believe in global warming is swine. But but other than that, I'm all for Mr. Jimmy getting another couple billion here. He's hurting. He needs a few more billion.
It's been a few years. It's been a year. And now he's got some lawsuit against him too. So whatever. But yeah, so the Avatar movie, I mean, to your point, absolutely. It was the best, probably to this day, I think, one of the best 3D movies, but you've seen many more than I have. But the actual meat of the movie itself is not the best.
It'll give you indigestion.
Yeah.
It's the burger that with the nasty meat, the sandwich. It's a pretzel bun, and it's got honey mustard. It's got the best sauce on it.
It's
and
Beyond
it's
Meat.
Nasty 7-day-old meat.
Yes, it's like that Beyond Meat
Beyond Meat
for vegetarians. Yeah, it's acquired taste.
Well, I mean, I own the 3D Blu-ray, right? And whenever I throw it in, I go right. Thank God for scene skipping, because I go right to the battle and watch that one. And the other one that's fun is the first time he flies, first time he takes the bird out for flight. When he makes love to the bird. Yeah, maybe he makes love to the bird. Forcibly makes love to the bird.
Let me stick my hair into your thingy.
The bird's eyes go whoop.
Yeah. Orgasm? I don't know. Yeah, they did the same thing in the second one, right? Let's move on to the second one. So we know about the first one, which basically the humans come in, they're bad, they want to destroy everything, and nature comes against them and destroys them, and they got the Colonel Miles Cordic or whatever. He can't give up.
Quaritch, I think. Yeah.
Yes. Avatar 2: Way of Water, to your point, yeah, I watched it streamed or on demand. And the first an hour and a half was essentially just an exact remake of Avatar 1. It was like fantastic. We're right back where we were 30 years later as it is in the movie. And they just same ships almost, same plan. Let's go in and conquer. And then who's the new guy?
The kid?
No, the new colonel who's like he's like the Terminator for
No, see.
getting Jake Sully and his family. He
Well,
must hunt them down at all costs.
I must admit, although I have this 3D Blu-ray, I bought it 2 years ago, and I have yet to watch it at home. I can't bring myself to do another 3.5 hours of that one. I did watch it like twice or maybe three times in the theater,
Yeah,
but that's the experience. That's the thing with Avatar. Like with Fire and Ash, I'm looking for the experience, the 3D experience. It's has nothing to do with the story.
yes. Although I did a quick like poke around some of the trailers and what they could mean and stuff. And there is a new race, supposedly Navi race, that is the fire part, and they're supposed to work with the humans, and supposedly together they're going to try and beat the rest of the Navi or something like that. So a little bit of a different flavor.
Well, let's put it this way, because you mentioned him, and um, I think that's the funniest thing. It's like Stephen Lang is just the worst hammy actor in the first one, right? And like of all the things, like I'm making a sequel to Avatar. What am I going to do? I'm going to bring that guy back because man, you can't have an Avatar movie without an over the top, stereotypical performance of a mean military guy. You
Right.
can't do without him. But
Yes,
at
true.
least this time, yes, at least we're going to have a new villain, uh, a sexy alien villain,
Female.
sexy
Yes, it must be a
Navi villain. Yes,
monarchy or something. Whatever.
yes. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it tomorrow night.
3 hours and 17 minutes of pure 3D enjoyment.
And exactly.
So,
And if it's good enough, I'm going to see it again on Saturday. Even bigger IMAX. I need bigger. Bigger, more 3D, more volume.
yes, that will make the movie better. Full disclosure, I will be taking a bathroom break somewhere in that 3 hours and 17 minutes. So my review will be a little incomplete,
Oh,
but
if you do that on Friday when we start talking about this, I'm going to call you weak. Because when I saw Way of Water the first time, it was in a museum down near where I'm at. And they do it where it's not assigned seating. You have to pay extra for advanced lineup. So you line up, so in other words, you still have to line up, but you have the first in line, right? So I went to the bathroom, I remember. I went to the bathroom, made sure I got that out of the way. I think there were maybe three people in the line ahead of me, and I got behind them, but that was maybe a half an hour before the start of the movie. Then they had issues. This was like the first time they were running dual laser and on their huge 84-inch screen, dual laser with high frame rate. And there was a problem with, like, this was the very first showing of Way of Water. And IMAX, I think there's some sort of network communication, and they had to download like the start of the movie. So we had to sit. They restarted it like three times, and we saw the. By the way, not the final reckoning, the first reckoning, whatever it's called, Mission Impossible 7, Part 1. That one, where he rides the bike over the cliff. That actually was shot in real IMAX, even though they did not release the movie that way in the theaters, disappointingly. But I got to see it three times as they're resetting. So every time they reset it, you saw the promo, and another preview of something else, and then they stopped the projector, started it again because like the 3D was out of sync and everything. So it was like 10, 15 minutes between each time. And then there was like a fourth time, and that was, they told us that there was actually a power outage. It just happened to happen. So the movie was meant to start at like 1:50 or 2 p.m., and we didn't start until like 3:15. And then so that was like until 6:30. And I remember in those last scenes where they're fighting underwater in the ship and all that stuff. I'm just there like my eyes are going. I'm just
Did
like,
you hook
oh,
up with an alien bird too, or
yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. I hooked it. It felt like hooking up with an alien bird. And by the time it's done, I'm rushing out to the bathroom, man. So if you can't do that, if you can't do 4.5, 5 hours, you're weak. Weak.
Age? All right. Well, stay tuned. We will have another video, short video tomorrow when our live stream will be on Friday, probably around 7 p.m. Eastern or so. So be prepared for the actual review of Avatar 3 in all its glory. Thank you.
Friday.